DTE is making a multi-million-dollar decision today. Coming up, how that could impact your budget.
And it's opening day for the Tigers. They'll be playing in Chicago. But when they return to Detroit, fans will have a lot to look forward to inside Comerica Park. A closer look at what's new this season, that's just ahead.
Also coming up, a local couple sharing a special connection through hair. It's a story of love and sacrifice and a journey that neither of them could have imagined. Live at 11 starts now.
Working for you. Fox 2 News Live at 11 starts now.
Looking forward to that touching story. But first, good morning and thanks for being with us. I'm Amy Lang.
And I'm Ryan Armani. Right to our top story. DTE Energy pushing for a new residential rate increase.
Another one? So how could that impact our monthly bill? Fox 2's Lauren Edwards has been following this story and joins us live with more. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning to the both of you. Yes, another increase may be a possibility. It has to be approved. DTE says it's all about transitioning to a smarter grid, but we spoke with a few customers who say, you know, they're just not happy about it.
I think they should just pump the brakes. You know, you'll make your money eventually. Don't worry. I mean, they're pretty much a recession-proof business, if I'm not mistaken.
DTE is filing a request to ask the Michigan Public Service Commission to allow $456 million in additional investment, which comes out to 37 cents a day for customers. But some customers say it'll hurt their pockets.
You know, raising the rates, nobody wants higher costs, you know, especially where the economy is going.
Last fall, DTE announced a plan about how the company will reduce outages by 50% by 2029. This filing is the next step in that plan. But again, these customers say even the slightest increase may dent their budgets.
You know, people want to be able to save money, feed their families, so on and so forth. So am I happy about it? No.
DTE released a statement to Fox 2 which reads in part, quote, while the projects we're undertaking will provide our customers with cleaner and more reliable service, they also require large investments. As we continue to invest in the grid on behalf of our customers, we're committed to working as efficiently as possible, controlling our operating costs, keeping our residential bills below the national average, and providing assistance to our most vulnerable customers, end quote. But these guys say they hope they'll think twice.
Think about the city of Detroit. Think about the people of Detroit. Give them a break. You already did it in December. Let's wait a little bit.
So again, this still has to be approved. And if it is approved, it won't go into effect until January 2025. So that's not until next year. And if you would like to read the full statement, you could head to fox2detroit.com. Reporting live here in downtown Detroit, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
And Lauren, I think you make a great point that this still has to be approved, but is there any doubt that it will be approved?
No, there's no doubt that it will be. I think most of the people, it's just being honest.
Right.
There's no doubt that it will be.
Yeah.
But most of the customers I spoke with said, you're going to be their customer, so they're just going to find a way around it. It nonetheless doesn't make it unsettling for them. So yeah, they know what's going to happen. They hope that it is about getting to a smarter grid, but for them, you just roll with the punches.
There's no doubt about that. Lauren Edwards, great stuff out there live for us this morning. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Guys, a barricaded situation on Detroit's east side ends with a man being taken away in handcuffs. Officers rushing to a home on Bradford Street near 6th Mile and Gratiot just before 5 o'clock this morning. The man surrendered shortly after 7:30. A woman who had been inside the home with him received medical attention at the scene. And a Detroit father will be sentenced today, nearly 6 months after his son shot himself with an unsecured gun. Prosecutors say Kayvon Barrett has a history with Child Protective Services dating back to 2018. He's been accused of neglect, abuse, and improper supervision. And last October, his 8-year-old son shot himself while playing with other kids inside a house full of adults. Barrett's sentencing is expected to begin at noon. We'll have updates on air and online at fox2detroit.com.
Over in East Point, a massage parlor gets busted after a cop goes undercover. A detective who went to Bella Touch, that's on 10 Mile in Gratiot, for a massage, says one of the therapists offered to perform sex acts in exchange for money. The investigation comes after several customers made allegations of prostitution and human trafficking. The city is working on revoking Bella Touch's license while the prosecutor's office reviews the case for possible charges.
Officials in Wayne County facing criticism this morning after the Board of Commissioners approved a $5 million contract to hire private security at its courthouses. That's one of the many services sheriff's deputies provide, but an ongoing staff shortage has prompted officials to hire private armed guards, at least temporarily. The contract is only 1 year with an option to renew, but the union representing deputies says those private security guards will be paid more than their members.
What do you say to some criticism that may say it's union busting?
Oh, it's not union busting at all. Union busting is when you're taking people out of their positions and putting other people in their positions. We're adding to some vacant holes that we have.
We expect that within a year, and the contract is a year, that we'll have sufficient deputies to cover the courtrooms.
In a perfect world, you'd like to hire more sheriffs.
I don't need private security. I need sheriffs in our agency. So I want to hire as many people as I can, and we're in the process of doing that every single day.
Job openings, folks who might be interested in that line of work. We do see that 17 new sheriff's deputies are set to graduate today.
An early morning crash sends a car into a utility pole with a live wire falling right on top of it. This happened over on 8 Mile in Avon. No word yet on whether the driver was hurt. Stay with Fox 2 as we learn more information on that.
And investigators are still looking into what caused a fire that left 2 people dead in Madison Heights. They were found yesterday morning at a home on Harwood near John R. Firefighters pulled both people out, but they were pronounced dead at the scene.
9 o'clock, I could smell smoke. Didn't think people burn stuff around here sometimes. Didn't think anything about it. And then when I heard all the sirens, I came outside and saw it had blocked the street.
Investigators have not yet released the victims' names, but we're told they were both middle-aged.
You can get more of these stories and other breaking news in our Fox 2 newsletter.
Well, just scan that QR code right there on your screen to get daily updates at your fingertips all day, every day.